We are going to start with a very fast presentation of us. Me and Mihail are coming from IAF Romania. I'm a playful facilitator based in Bucharest, and I like using a lot of theater and improvisation activities. And if you are joining also the closing session, I'm going to do there some improvisation activities for you. So stay in touch for that. Miha, would you also want to say something about you?
Thank you, Bogdan. I am really glad to be here with you all, guys. This is an unscheduled session for ourselves because we jumped in to fill in an opening that we have learned only yesterday about. And what I am usually working with as the method of facilitation. Yeah. Okay. I will have it like this. Okay. As methods of facilitation, I am mostly working with Lego Serious Play, design thinking. I also do team coaching and executive coaching. So yeah, I'm really happy to be here today with you.
Great. So would you explain to the people that about open space? Maybe some of you know already, but for the people that hear this for the first time.
So for those of you who are less familiar with the open space format, there are mainly 4 rules. Whoever joins, it's the right person to be there in the room. You are discussing, you are addressing a certain topic. The second rule is whatever happens is the right thing to have happened there. So it's a good thing that you will be discussing, whatever you will be discussing, okay? And then whenever the session starts, that is most certainly the right time. And when it's over, well, this is it. Do not regret it. Just be glad that you enjoy the experience and join the others in order to learn more and share insights with them. That being said, we will move through the next law of the 2 feet. But since we are in the online environment right now, it will be the law of 2 clicks, actually, because we are moving by clicking around. And if by any chance you find yourselves that you are neither contributing nor learning anything from the conversation, you are free to move by using these clicks from one room to another. Bogdan has already made all of us co-hosts so that we can freely move from one room to another depending on the interest of your interest today. And later we will address the topic of how we can move freely between rooms. Okay. Each room will have 4 roles that that will be emerging actually freely out of your group dynamic in each breakout room. So the first one is the role of the facilitator. Then it's the timekeeper, and one of the most important roles is the one of the note taker, because there we have the insights that the spokesperson, the 4 role, will be sharing with the whole group, with all the participants joining this open space. I hope during this open space you will have a chance to meet like-minded people and anything but like-minded people in order to solve maybe some problems, shed a light on some topics that do not let you sleep well at night, maybe, that keep you up all night. And we will be using together the power of collective intelligence in the room in order to address these topics. We will also enjoy the power of diversity, because we are a diverse group with diverse backgrounds from diverse countries. And we will make the best use of our abilities in order to learn something from each other and with each other. That being said, yeah, Bogdan, please.
Yes, like resume for what Mihaela said, open space technology is a method where we are helping you to focus on specific or task or subject or challenge that you have. So we are setting the space for you to have some meaningful conversation on the topics that you would like to. So that being said, we would like to ask you to think of some topics or challenges or things that you would like to discuss with your other colleagues, facilitators. So if you have topics that interest you, if you have things that are on your mind, some questions that need solutions, you don't have to be an expert on that topic that you're proposing. It can be something that you want to learn or make a space for others to share something. So if you have this kind of topics, please put them on the chat so we can see them. And after that, we can ask you to elaborate on that topic. What do you want from that? So Avani has challenging assumptions. Okay, Avani, can you take 30 seconds to explain to us what do you want the people coming into that room with you to discuss about? Avani, can you open the mic?
Yes.
And,
yes, I hope I'm audible.
yes.
Well, this basically comes from a thought, around the fact that there are many questions around us.
Mm-hmm.
And we tend to assume a lot of things even when we communicate. So, we could challenge those assumptions that we make on our own, or we could challenge some simple assumptions like, why is a particular thing, in that way? So, for example, why is a whiteboard called a whiteboard? Why, it cannot be called anything else, right? And so the idea is we take things because it's happening in the same manner, we take things in the same way. We don't try to challenge them, change them, or, do more things related to them.
Thank you, Avani. We have some more. Parag has written how to engage participants in virtual sessions. Please, 30 seconds, if you can explain, or is it already clear enough?
Yeah, I think it is clear enough, but what I wanted to say there is in virtual session, it becomes very easy for participants to disengage when we are facilitating online sessions. So as facilitators, what are some of the things that we could do to create better collaboration in these virtual sessions and to ensure there is high level of engagement from participants? Thank you.
Great. Anna.
Yes, I propose something that I see also down, how to use other creative activities in facilitation, like drawing, theater, dance, music, whatever.
So
creative
facilitation and virtual environment, yes? We mix them together. The one that Razvan wrote and yours. It's okay?
For me, yes. I don't know for, for the others.
I think for Razvan also, because we are taking his title.
yeah. Sounds good for me. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
Great. What else we have? We have Monica. Monica, you want you feel that you're part of creative facilitation, or you want a room with using only theater?
No, it's fine if it's a part of this thing, all, creative formats, including theater, art, body, language, and so on. But essentially how to be able to bring those into a virtual space, because in a face-to-face interaction, they are so impactful, and they have, they play a very important role in letting people unearth and explore their emotions, and contributes a lot to the entire conversation.
Thank you. Tamara, what do you mean by facilitation styles? What discussion would you like to have in that room?
Just a discussion about the different generations of facilitators, because I think that facilitators were always somehow innovative. But is it still the case when we have people who have more experience in facilitation and people who are just becoming facilitators? Should they do they have different ideas of facilitation in terms of styles, how to approach and how to work with the groups, and also how to work with younger generation, and etc., etc.
Okay, I see here a question which is pretty similar to another one. It's one, how to sell ourselves in these times of crisis, and this is here also how to impress the client on the online platform of our choice. Is it connected, Parag, or it's something new?
It's slightly different. I think at this point in time, what I am personally experiencing is the choice of platform, whether we're using Zoom or we're using WebEx or GoToMeeting, is directed by the client. And a lot of times as facilitator, we may not be able to create the kind of experience we want to give our learners or our participants because of certain functionalities which are not available in some of the platforms. So how can we impress upon the client to use the platform of our choices for others?
I see that it's with ULA's with pricing structures. So I have another, Parag, you proposed two themes. No, we are going to have only one round of open space sessions. So you have to decide on what.
I would like to go with the first one that I had.
The first one, okay.
Yeah.
So Ula, how can be a pricing structure to offer online facilitation?
Yes, I think that is something, because persons always believe online facilitation doesn't need as much preparation, which is not true. It even needs many co-hosts, and depending on how big your group is. So there is a cost to it. I wouldn't have a problem to merge this with Barak's topic, because it's about client engagement and getting the right contract. So it could be combined.
But he already gave up on that. So.
Pardon?
He already gave up on that topic. So yours can be in front. We already thought about some topics before, and I wondered if this question of yours can be part of how do we sell ourselves in this period? You see it part of that?
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. It can be, it's open. Yeah, it's a wider question. Yeah, fine. No issue.
What else did I miss? I have here share experiences of using open space online. Do we have?
Yes, that's me, Marianne from Norway. Yeah, that topic would be like an open space on open space. I'm very familiar with open space, but I have been thinking about how can I go online with it, and I haven't quite solved it yet. So I guess this is, I will pick up some things here, but I would also like to discuss with other people whether you have experience or just have thoughts about it. How can we do it? I mean, open space is, so I would like to use it also online.
Great.
So it's open space on open space.
Yes, I put it here, share experiences of open space, the room name. So
we also have facilitation values in action, one
yes,
of the topics that
Arshana, can you explain?
Hi, so I work a lot in the area of values for a couple of global NGOs. One is Living Values and the other is Vihasa, Values in Healthcare. And it is to promote values in action, and it is a completely facilitated exercise. That is, in fact, my first encounter with facilitation when I was actually working in IT world. So anyone else interested in this topic to see how we can help others unearth their inner values and bring those values in action into your, every organization has a set of values, but whether those values are really in action in the DNA of the whole organization is something that I'm interested to explore and see what others' ideas are.
Great, thank you. Mihaela, are you going to explain what how the process is going to take place for the online open space?
Just a moment, I will share my screen once again. And here it is.
So we have 7 rooms. And I think it's okay because we are around 30 participants. So
yeah, please.
I'm going to move all of you in the lobby, and from there, when we are going to join the rooms that we would like to
join, yeah. Okay, so as you could see, so far we have been in the main room while we have presented the open space format. And in the meantime, we have uncovered the topics of interest for all of you guys here. And Bogdan has already created the breakout rooms. And in order for us to move freely from one room to another, we have created this lobby room. And from this lobby room that Bogdan will be sending us all over there, we will be free to move from one room to another as soon as we think it's more valuable to us. Because the idea of this open space is actually to have a space where we cross-pollinate the ideas. We will be like bumblebees together today. So, Bogdan, are we ready?
I'm going to move to the lobby, but don't move from there because we still need to tell you the timing for the each discussion.
Hi. How is your name pronounced? Ashok Mehta? Am I right? Okay. But I cannot hear you. You are muted.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So it's Ashok Mehta, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So which of the topics are interesting for you? Which topic would you like to join?
Well, I'm just enjoying to the facilitation, whatever the topic. I have no specific choice.
You don't have any specific choice.
Hi,
Okay.
Praful here. Sorry, I just moved out from the lobby. Can you please add me back?
I think I'm only a co-host, just like you, so I cannot send you there, but you can, you see the breakout room buttons? Just a
Oh yeah,
moment,
sure.
let me share my screen with you.
I got it. Thank you.
You got it? Okay, you're welcome. So, he did it. So, Ashok Mehta, do you see my screen? Sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
But it's not
Just click
that.
log.
Not that. I am looking for. Okay. Advanced. Because right now things are happening, and in here nothing's going on except for me.
Yeah.
Waiting for other participants to join and guide them towards one of these rooms, you know?
Okay.
So.
I did not know how to navigate myself on the screen, so.
Yes. Just a moment. Let me check with Bogdan if he can name me a host so that I can manage this for you on your behalf.
I was in the lobby. I moved in because I thought that I'll have a change in the.
But you were in the lobby, right?
Yeah.
You were in the lobby. Okay.
I don't know how to move backwards and forwards. I don't know how to change from one room to another room.
Okay, just a moment.
Yeah.
So if you look at the screen right now, at the bottom of your screen, there is a button with security, then it's participants, then it's chat, then it's share screen, then it's breakout rooms. Do you see that?
No, it's not there.
You don't see the breakout rooms. No. Okay, so it might
arrow
happen.
Is there. I don't know whether the arrow doesn't say that. It just says share. That's it.
No, it's the share screen button, but it's.
Yeah, it's not. No.
Just a moment. I am writing on WhatsApp with my colleague. Okay, so Bogdan will send you to a room right now. Okay. Do you have any preference for a topic?
No, nothing. No specific.
Nothing specific.
No.
Okay. Do you want me to remind you the topics or?
Yeah, you can.
But to do that, because I do not see the rooms if I'm not in the lobby, so I cannot do that, unfortunately, unless I leave you here and then I return to you, you know.
There's something called more. I have not Pause recording, stop recording. No, that's not required.
No, that's for the account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reactions are there.
Just a moment.
Can you please move me to the
Sorry, I was muted, so I was speaking to myself. Hi, Yana.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, and welcome.
I'm so sorry. Hello. I've had quite a lot of difficulties, so I apologize.
It's not a problem. Don't worry. We have just started for a while.
Yeah,
But do you see any rooms? If you press more on your participant name, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Ashok Mehta, please do the same. If you go down on the participants icon, right? We are now 4 participants in this room, okay?
Yeah.
If you go on the participants, you will see all of our names in here, okay? And
We had a problem.
okay, so we have all returned?
Yes, because it was the option to close breakout rooms after 10 minutes. So we are going to start again with all of you in the same rooms.
Okay, okay.
We're gonna have 15 more minutes. I'm going to open the rooms now, right now.
Thank you.
So I was speaking to myself. So many people in here.
I was trying to get to another room, but I couldn't.
Because you press leave. You should go to. Where do you want to go? Tell me.
I don't know. Somewhere, not the first one because I was there. Put me.
Okay. I will move you to.
Okay. Good.
Wait to see where
Just
you.
tell me in advance where I'm going to, so that I can know.
So first, you need to. I think it's. I don't think it's possible anymore.
Never mind. That's okay. That's okay. I already pollinized someone, so I did my job.
Okay.
I always have opinion, so for me, I did it.
Okay. So you are happy with the result, at least so far.
Bogdan, I was also trying to change rooms, but I could not. So what was the reason? Did I make some error in exiting?
You should press breakout rooms and select and join another room. You press leave. And when you leave, you leave all the breakout rooms and you come here in the main room. And that is, we didn't explain that. It's our fault.
No, my mistake also, because I should have figured it out myself. Sorry. Sorry.
And now let me see if but I don't see you in the unassigned because you are already assigned maybe.
Yeah, because I was in room number 7 and I wanted to try another room. But when I press join breakout room, it still takes me back to 7 only. It does not give me the flexibility of switching rooms.
You didn't have that flexibility. Strange, because you are co-host, so you should have that flexibility.
Okay, maybe if I go back to 7 and then shift without having leave, let me see if I can try.
Wait. Yeah. I can move you, Celeste. I can move you. And let me see. You are Monica. Monica, you are in 7. Where do you want me to move you?
Celeste, but you know the session is recorded right now, and what's happening in the main room is actually recorded.
Wait, Monica, tell me, where do you want to go?
I have just seen while you're protesting.
So for the future guys that are visioning this in 2 or 3 weeks, I'm sorry. I forgot that we were recording.
Don't worry. I think everybody will.
No, but we cannot put this on the. We can choose not to put this on.
Yeah, we can cut it for sure. I think it's not a big problem to remove this sequence.
Let me see if I can chat with Monica, but I don't think I can. No, I cannot chat with her. Monica? I will join that room and I will ask her, but I think she managed to move by herself. Let me see. Yes, she managed.
Okay.
So we have, I will broadcast a message. They have 2 minutes more.
Yes, exactly.
Last 2 minutes. We can be. So Celeste, this is your first online open space?
I did one with a colleague of mine. Yeah. The problem is that in the room, when you are presentially, you can fly, you can see what the groups are doing and advise them to have a spokesperson. And I think that the groups forgot to nominate one. So you may send a message to the breakout rooms and ask if.
Okay. Anyway, we will remind them when they join the main session.
We will ask them and we'll see who wants to share, because if somebody took notes, one of them is going to be a superhero and is going to say.
Yes, so it will emerge, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because usually it does.
Yeah.
And we don't have time for a lot of.
Yeah, it's just a wrap up and that's it.
Yeah.
And I think that people sees that it can work virtually as well.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
And I know that they are having good conversations because in my group they were having a good conversation around the subject. So
What room were you?
the first one about the new ways and
Yeah. Facilitation styles, or?
No, it's the other one. It's the one, breakout one.
Okay. Okay.
Mariam joined a session where she's alone. She joined the how to engage participants, or she was left there alone.
Oh, really?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
So,
In 60 seconds, they will all come here.
okay. But let's unmute her and find out.
Hi, Mariam.
Hi. We are finished our discussion about engaging in virtual facilitation.
Okay. Wait 30 seconds. So everybody will come back. And then we're going to have last 12 minutes of sharing of ideas that maybe you come up in the rooms.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we are 8 people and they should come back in 8 seconds. So people not leaving, that means they still have things to talk.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. You are in the main room. And here,
Again.
yes, again, here everything is recorded. So be decently dressed. If you did something in that breakout room. So we have 12 minutes and we want to leave this for sharing some ideas from the rooms. So we are giving 2 minutes for each room. Is any, do we have any volunteer from any room that wants to start, to share?
Arag, would you like to share?
Yes. Yes, from which room are you?
So I was in the room where we were discussing about how to create better or more engagement in the virtual space.
Okay, I'm going to share on the screen a timer because we want to be okay with the time so you can see it. And we start, please.
Okay, so we had people coming in and going out and we had some really great discussion. A few things that came up and I've just list them out. To create, even in a virtual space, if we can ensure that our participants feel comfortable in terms of seeing each other. So if the medium is such where there is a visual or video available and of course audio available, and allowing them to interact with each other in some way always helps in creating better engagement. Then of course involving participants in some sort of a pre-work is also an idea that came up. Then of course the use of various collaborative tools that we've been doing, like Jamboard and Neuro, or even polls like Mentimeter and polls EV, those kind of things, and using constant feedback. So using chats and using even feedback through audio to ensure that there is some kind of a dialogue happening all throughout was something that was discussed. Use of videos and animations to break the monotony. Even as a facilitator, ensuring our voice is modulated well to keep the participant engaged. Use of humor, and lastly also using body movements itself. It's not necessary just because it's a virtual session that we need to always be sitting at one place. We could be standing, we can move our hands. So those kind of things would ensure that the participants feel that they are that much closer to a classroom session or a physical session. So those were some of the ideas. Thank you.
Great, Parag, you are the
Just
timer
in
helped
time.
you. Just in time. I wrote on the chat that you can also share ideas there. If you note down some
I'll
ideas.
paste it there.
And who else wants to share some things that you discussed in your room? I cannot see everybody. So if anybody wants to
Okay,
share.
I want to share. I was in the room with the colleagues on styles, on facilitation styles, and then we discussed very. You didn't start. Okay, no, thank you. And we were discussing a lot if something changed because the times changed, and if is something is changing.
The whole thing without the headphones.
Sorry.
I will do. It's okay.
Okay, thank you. And then we discussed also if something changed in terms of, it should change in terms of facilitation styles with the younger generation or the older generation or whatever. And then after the discussion, we basically understood that nothing is changing. And in terms of facilitation and us as facilitators, because we always do this, we always analyze the current situation. We know the tools, or we learn the tools, or we try to find the right tools, and then we put these tools together in order to reach the goal that we all have defined together with, of course, our clients. So that means that nothing changes. It does, only the things that changes are times, situations, and tools to be used, which is actually everything. So, but in terms of us as a facilitator, we think that that not that many things are changing. And also, we had interesting thing when I mentioned agile and Scrum and other things with the younger, let's say, or not younger, but newer styles that we have in facilitation is to understand and distinguish the difference between leading the process and facilitating the process. And this is maybe the question for another open space. That's it. And I would like to thank my group because they really helped me to understand my ideas.
Great. Thank you, Tamara. I see that the timer it's helping us keeping the right amount. Which other groups do we like to share?
I can, yeah, I can jump in there if you want.
Yes, where is it?
We were in the group about selling.
Please.
And one or two things that came up was that the post-COVID era will create new needs, new confusion. So there's no real need to worry about, you know, will clients need facilitation? Second question is, will they have the budget? And the point was being made that they are holding on to their budgets. They are keeping their budgets, which is not a bad thing. It means that they want to spend their money correctly. And so it's our job to present rather than sell facilitation. I think you can only present facilitation because facilitation is not needed in every situation. So that's a good thing. Another thing was that the whole idea of the perception of cost of online facilitation. The only thing that does not change when you do online facilitation is your experience and your skills and your knowledge. It's the same knowledge you're using in physical environments as in a virtual environment. So it's the same cost. It shouldn't, it's not cheaper, it's not less in physical, so you can have no problem about having the same value online, where the client is saving money, is on the trains, the planes, the sandwiches, the travel, voila. There's no real reason why you should drop your prices considerably, you know, for an online environment. And also in an online environment, remember that they can do work between the live sessions that can make the live sessions more productive. Like Miro, Post-its and Mural, they can gather the information there. Okay.
Just in time, David.
I will shut up now.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And
who else?
We have time for another group. If you want to share the last group.
Anyone offering?
I can share something very, very quick from group number 7. I think we were 7. It was about creativity in virtual environments, right? So creative techniques. We talked about two topics mainly. One was theater, and the other one was drawing. We didn't reach further than that. But I think in terms of theater, we realized that we are not able to engage with all the 5 senses, which is pretty important when you do theater. Someone also mentioned they do forum theater pretty often, but there are a lot of limitations. And in terms of drawing, I've seen this in chat as well. So we are talking about Google Jamboard, for example, and different other tools. So you can have a sort of a collaboration there, but it's very important to have some clear instructions and a bit of a discipline, you know, for everyone before getting into action. Yeah. If my colleagues want to add anything else, please feel free. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruslan.
Wow, you are ahead of time.
And you should add about the use of movies.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, Anna. Yeah. Thank you for reminding us. So we were also discussing about the use of short clips or movies, and this can be used as so basically showing different role plays. It's not that you ask people to do a role play live, but you actually show them different situation, and then you comment upon them, you draw some conclusion, you analyze behaviors or whatever you want to do there. So or you can share excerpts of interviews as videos as well. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me, Anna. Yes, that's great.
Thank you, Ruslan. Thank you, Anna.
And about virtual reality, somebody said, but we didn't have time enough to discuss.
That might be the topic of another open session, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, we are almost at the end of our sessions. So we would like to thank you for joining, for discussing, and hoping that you took some relevant things for you. Maybe we will do this in the future because for sure there is a need of opening discussions on the things that are on your mind, that are challenging or interesting for you. Mihaela, do you want to say something in the...
Bogdan, you have a question there.
Oh, sorry. Could you show us how you created the rooms for the open space? Okay, I will respond to this. So the rooms, you can make them. I don't know if I will stop the share. Let me see if I can share the...
No, I don't think you can share the...
No, I cannot share. So on the breakout rooms, you will press add a room, and then you rename it. The lobby is necessary because people cannot join from the main room where we're here to the breakout room. So you need to move everybody to a neutral room. We call it the lobby. And from there, everybody being co-host, they can move around through the rooms.
So
and the lobby
is to be co-host.
5.
Everybody has to be co-host.
5.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And the lobby is actually another breakout room, but it's called the lobby because we start from the main session. We go, all of us, to the lobby room, and from the lobby room we can move freely to any other rooms.
I don't know which version of Zoom.
Every version of Zoom. Sorry, just I saw the question.
Okay, every version of Zoom.
So many co-hosts, every version of room allows?
You
can make
200 co-hosts.
Yeah.
So everybody can be co-host.
Every paid version of Zoom.
Yes.
Every paid, yeah.
Only the paid version, okay. I think there's a good idea would be to organize a session for 1 hour and a half where the objective is creating breakout rooms. That's it. And I think it's very important because, and the reason is, when it goes wrong, you're lost.
Yeah.
And it's a frightening experience, and I think that it's one of the best tools in Zoom. And I think if we did a session of 20 people and each person has 3 minutes to do the manipulations, and we come back and we next person, I think it would be very, very good.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt you, but the time is up, and we have another session going after this. So thank you everybody for coming.
So we need to wrap it up, but we will take your ideas into consideration.
Thank you so much, Mahela.
Yes,
it was a wonderful learning for open.
Yes, I want to just have a final saying, and that's something I just shared in the Google Drive, in the